Welcome to Dom Sub Living, where you'll learn how to break free from the vanilla rut, unlock your true potential as a dominant or submissive, and finally make BDSM a lifestyle. I'm your kinky guide, Alesandra, and today, I can't believe it, we're finally here. It is episode 1. It is amazing to finally do this. I'm so excited that you're here, that you're listening. So just a huge, huge welcome. So on this podcast today, what we're going to be talking about is what is this show about and who is it for, who I am, what's coming soon to the show, and all the kinky fun things I have planned for you. So you can look forward to that. And I have an amazing free gift for you, so be sure to stick around to the end. But before we begin getting to know each other, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. We're going to try to do episodes every week, so I definitely don't want you to miss out. But I know this episode is long overdue. If you've been in my community for a while, you've known that I've been talking about doing a podcast for probably the last 5 years. Every new year I say, this is the year we're going to have a podcast. But yeah, so it's finally here. My apologies. And I'm just so excited to kick this off with you. Part of the reason why it took me so long is, well, it's a few reasons. I'm human. I have real issues and problems. I have health problems, family issues. I have 2 young kids, so I am a mom. And, we've homeschooled over the years. We've done normal human things like move and dealt with pets and all those things and just chronic illnesses and things like that. So I have a lot going on in the background too, just like all of you do as well. And then also too, first and foremost, I'm a collared 24/7 sub to my Dom. So, if you're a sub or if you're a Dom, a full-time 24/7 role is a lot of work. It involves lots of rituals, punishments, following your contract, lots and lots of communication, check-in, things like that. So yeah, he definitely keeps me busy. But I just really kept feeling this pull to do the podcast. It's like I have so much I want to say. I have the blog with dozens of articles, but I really wanted to get more personal instead of just doing how-to articles and things like that. I just really wanted to start, just talking to you personally like this. So, I kept feeling this pull to do the podcast and kept putting it off. And then till finally one day, my Dom, he just said, all right, you're doing it. And he took over all the tech for me, helped me out so much. And so just made it so easy. So all I have to do is just hit record and talk to you. So I am excited and I hope you are too. So let's talk about what this show is and about who it's for. So like I said at the beginning of this episode, this show is about helping you learn how to break free from that vanilla rut and how to unlock your true potential as a dominant or a submissive or as a switch, and just finally embrace BDSM as a lifestyle. Even if, you do bedroom only kink, I like to say that this is a lifestyle, that it should embody who you are. It should be a part of your identity. Yes, we're not doing bondage and rope scenes and S&M scenes, 24/7, but this is a part of our personality and we really need to start thinking about it like that. So this show is for you if you want to break free of the society's molds that are out there for us. There's so much that's expected of us, so much that is considered taboo. and you just want the freedom to be yourself. So this podcast, I want you to feel like it's home for you, that you feel like you belong, that you have a kinky friend in me to talk about these things, and that you're really wanting to, make this a thing, that you want to be the best dom or sub or switch that you can be, that you're tired of just kind of, putting it on the back burner and watching your needs and your wants just kind of waste away. So hopefully this podcast will kind of be the catalyst for you to start making your needs and wants a priority. Now, you're probably wondering, who the heck am I and what makes me qualified to talk about these things? Well, if we haven't met yet, I'm Alesandra Madison. I've been in the lifestyle for over a decade. I'm married to my dominant, and we do have a 24/7 DS lifestyle. Just, to tell you a little bit more about the kinky side of me, I am a submissive, but I also have parts of me that are, the little girl DDLG, also master slave, mentalities, with me as a slave, my dom as a master. I'm a huge masochist. And then also, like I said, I'm a parent too. And then, running dom sub living the company, it takes a lot of time too. So yeah, here I am. But I grew up in the kink capital of the world, which is the San Francisco Bay Area, and lived there almost my whole life. We ended up this last year moving to the Los Angeles area, which has been a big shift for us. And I'm sure I'll be talking about more and comparing the two scenes and my opinions of them. But just lived in San Francisco Bay Area pretty much my whole life. And so was just always exposed, even as a young child, exposed to just alternative lifestyles and the acceptance of it. I will say, obviously, not all of the area is accepting, but overall, that the area has been really a fun place to be a part of. And so I've just really enjoyed living there, got exposed to so many things. San Francisco, if you've ever been, it's very eye-opening, and there's, dungeons and clubs and shops and events, and it's just a fun place to be a part of. And so I, grew up around that, learned a lot from that. But my dom and I got into BDSM for a ton of different reasons. I'm sure I'm going to be going into them all here on the podcast in the future. But we really started out in that San Francisco Bay Area scene. And then how I became a BDSM instructor and relationship coach. So, speaking and talking and teaching in small groups and to friends and, just people being more and more interested in who I am and what I do, it just kind of made sense to then start this website, domsubliving.com, and it just really took off. We have, like I said, dozens of articles. Now we have, courses, virtual events, and it's just been a lot of fun, and at this time of this recording, we have had over 6,000 people. I can't believe it. I had to look it up. 6,000 people take our online courses and mentoring programs. And our website alone reaches over 100,000 people a month. So, pretty popular in the online space, but also I just really love collaborating with other experts in the BDSM world. We have so much to learn from each other. And there's some, amazing instructors too. So one thing that I also like to do is I host a couple virtual events a year with lots of the, big names in the industry. So we do like a course bundle, and we do a virtual summit, and those have been a lot of fun to put together and, personally host. And so hopefully you've seen those online and, you've joined. But that's a little bit about me and my background and qualifications. So what do I have in store here on the podcast for you? Well, we are going to have a lot of fun, and we are going to actually mix it up a lot. We're going to have a lot of educational topics, of course, things like consensual non-consent, discipline and punishments we'll be talking about a lot, and just overall how to become the best dominant or submissive you can be. We're going to be doing interviews too with other experts, and interviewing too also some of my students, which I'm really excited about. And probably one of the first interviews we're going to do will be with my own personal dominant. So that's going to be a lot of fun to interview him and talk to him. But also I'm going to be getting really vulnerable and just sharing some of my own personal stories. Like I said, the blog is, really nice, and I love the instructional articles that I'm able to write there and publish. But I just want to rant and give my opinion and share my own personal experience, things I can't share in other places. Obviously I can't share these things on social media because Mark Zuckerberg and Meta, they like to censor me, but hopefully here that I can, talk more about the uncensored stuff and just give my own opinions on things that, things I know that you're thinking and feeling, and that we can just kind of rant about and deep dive on as well. And I'm going to be doing Q&As also, these Ask Me Anythings episodes where you can submit your questions and I'll answer them here on the podcast. And just talking all about the future of BDSM in the world and the different trends that I'm seeing and what I think of them, and what that means for you and your relationships and your sex life. And now I mentioned at the beginning that if you stick around to the end, I would be giving away something free to all of you. So your first action step, here it is. It's to claim your free gift from me. So this gift is access to dozens of BDSM resources like videos, workbooks, worksheets, guides, and you can redeem all of that for free at domsubliving.com/gift. So again, that's domsubliving.com/gift. And also be sure to subscribe to the podcast so that way you don't miss any of the episodes and you don't miss any of the fun and kinky things we have coming up soon. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed our very first episode. I know I did. Thank you for joining me and being a part of the Dom Sub Living community. And be sure to grab that free gift to make living the BDSM lifestyle easier. And you can grab that at domsubliving.com/gift. You can check out all of the details and links in the description. But until next time, keep embracing your power and pleasure through Dom Sub Living. Are you looking for a dating app for kink and fetish alternative lifestyles? Check out our sponsor, KinkD. That's KINKD. KinkD is one of the most famous kink, BDSM, and fetish dating apps. They have been featured on HuffPost, Yahoo, Cosmopolitan, and more. KinkD allows you to find and meet local kinksters to fulfill your sexual fantasies. Go to kinkdapp.com to get your free membership. You can also find the app in the Apple App Store or on Google Play. Again, that's kinkdapp.com. Join now and get access to the free bondage, BDSM, kink, and fetish dating community for singles, couples, and swingers. That's kinkdapp.com, spelled KINKD.